Kidogo. Takublock mtu kidogo tu. Kwa salama lakini?
Niko salama kabisa.
Ni mzima. Buheri ya hii afya. Thank you.
May I have your attention, ladies and gentlemen? Ambassadors, High Commissioners, members of Diplomatic Corps, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Abdullah Sharif. I'm going to be your master of ceremony for today's event. And without taking much of your time, we're going to start our program. Our event today is Applying Arts and Culture on Silencing the Gang. The festival started on 21st of December 2020, and we did advertise on social media platforms, and we also held an opening ceremony here at the embassy to welcome participants from across the globe, and the response was quite positive. We received lots and lots of artworks, and today is the D-Day. We have to close the curtains for the event, as well as we award those who did very well, even though all of them did well. But of course, because it was a competition, we must have a winner, and those are the ones we say they did very well. So without taking much of your time, I request all of you to stand in honor of the two national anthems. We're going to start with the national anthem of the Islamic Republic of Iran, then followed by the Republic of Kenya. A round of applause, please. A round of applause, please. Thank you very much. In our today's event, we're going to have 4 speakers on stage. And I would like to start with my first speaker of the day, the man behind everything that you're seeing here, the brains behind all these event and subject. The subject was actually to silence the illegal arms in Africa. African continent is well known as a peaceful continent with very friendly people, and that is how we would wish it to be maintained. So the theme of the event was to silence the illegal arms. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor to invite His Excellency Dr. Jafar Barmaki, who is the Ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Iran in Nairobi, to come and give us his remarks. Please welcome.
Ambassadors and High Commissioners, members of diplomatic corps, distinguished guests, invited guests, artists present, media houses represented, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It serves me great pleasure and honor to welcome all of you, including those following us virtually, to this auspicious occasion. Today marks yet another milestone in our calendar as we draw the curtains for the just concluded World Cartoon Festival on applying arts and culture in silencing the guns in Africa. During our festival, many artists across the globe proved their passion of expressing heartful messages aligned with our theme, which is to silence the guns in Africa. Through this festival, the Embassy, in line with the efforts of African Union, has accelerated the 2 calls to action by assimilating both 2020 and 2021 themes, which has enabled a promotion of African culture and heritage while fast-tracking on silencing the guns in Africa. In our continued effort to keep this important event alive and to show our continued support and stand with African Union and nations, the Art Festival has given artists all over the world a humble time to participate and cultivate change in addressing both initiatives. Guns, guns, guns. Guns are designed to protect lives, but can easily turn lethal and destructive when they land into the wrong hands, as witnessed from several incidents across the world, in Africa, and even in Kenya, you could see on the news in previous days. 1,000 people die each day from gunshot wounds, and 3 times as many are left with severe injuries. If the death, injury, and disability resulting from small arms were categorized as a disease, it would qualify as an epidemic. Yet the media and popular perception tend to suggest that gun violence is simply an unavoidable consequence of human cruelty or deprivation, rather than a public health problem which can be prevented or at least reduced. Africa is well known for its natural beauty and good people. The continent should always remain as peaceful as it was before. We gather here today marking and celebrating the International Day of Peace and Dialogue among Civilization in a style while we unanimously discourage sons and daughters of Africa from pointing guns at each other with the aim of achieving a peaceful and conflict-free Africa. Happy International Day of Peace and Dialogue Among Civilizations to every one of you. The Islamic Republic of Iran remains steadfast in its pursuit of enabling and promoting of an African continent with a strong cultural identity, common heritage, shared values, and ethics that enables her to rise above her adversities and achieve peace and development, which is also in line with Agenda 2063 of the African Union, aims to end all wars and violent conflicts on the continent. After this event, I call upon all of you to pass this humble message that silencing the guns is not an option, but a priority for a better tomorrow. On behalf of the Embassy of the Islamic Republic of Iran and of myself, may I take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for skipping your busy schedules of the week only to be here with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the Ambassador. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll now skip to my next speaker of this event, who is none other but Brigadier Simon Christo. Brigadier Simon Christo is from the Regional Center on Small Arms, famously known as REXA. Please welcome, Brigadier.
Thank you so much. His Excellency Ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Iran to Kenya, Excellencies, ambassadors present here, ladies and gentlemen, greetings, peace, and God blessing be upon you all. At the outset, I wish to take this opportunity on behalf of the Executive Secretary of Regional Center on Small Arms and that of my own to thank the Embassy of the Islamic Republic of Iran in Kenya for having invited REXA to attend this important occasion. REXA, guided by its vision of safe and secure sub-region in a peaceful continent free from armed proliferation, is proud to be associated with the efforts of the African Union in silencing the gun in Africa through implementation of the Continental Plan of Action. Conflict caused by traditional and non-traditional security factors have locked the entire people of the African continent in extreme poverty and dehumanizing state of underdevelopment. It is in recognition of these challenges and their negative impact to life and livelihoods that the African head of states and government in 2013 pledged to end all the conflicts on the continent through the silencing the gun initiative by the year 2020, which has been extended now to 2030. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, ending conflicts, addressing proliferation, illicit trade, and trafficking of small arms, which are the weapons of choice and are at the core of all conflicts in Africa, is a huge task that needs concerted effort within and outside the region. It is a common knowledge that sustainable peace, security, and development should be achieved through multilateral cooperation, comprehensive and integrated approach, rather than resorting to unilateral and piecemeal efforts. Therefore, the event we witness today is a contribution of the Islamic Republic of Iran to our regional security and development, and is a clear testimony of determination and commitment of the Islamic Republic of Iran to help African Union achieve conflict-free Africa and to take this agenda to the next level. At this juncture, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude and deep appreciation to the people and the government of the Islamic Republic of Iran for their support to silence the guns in Africa. In the same vein, I wish to thank all artists who participated in the World Cartoon Festival on applying arts and culture in silencing the gun in Africa for their contribution. Your participation is vitally important and most appreciated. Applying arts and culture in silencing the guns will help educate and change the mindset and behavior of our people toward holding illegal weapons and using them to settle disputes. By lessening the perceived value of and the need for weapons, it will also help to disarm them mentally before they are disarmed physically. Before they are disarmed physically, and deepening their understanding that the weapons which are used to destroy life and undermine livelihoods can be converted to serve useful ventures such as shovels and plows to impact and transform lives. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I just want to remind all of us that we are faced by a monumental problem to which our collective and comprehensive efforts need to be directed. I urge all the representatives of countries and development partners present here to help us achieve conflict by the year 2030, which will enable us implement the Agenda 2063 of the Africa we want. I thank you for your kind attention. May Almighty God bless all of us and bless Africa.
Thank you very much, Brigadier Simon Christo from Regional Center on Small Arms. Very useful sentiments over there. He said, we're going to convert illegal firearms into shovels and plows to help mankind to do the best for their living. Thank you very much, Brigadier Simon. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll now invite our next speaker on stage. He's a director from the Middle East Directorate, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Kenya. He's none other but Mr. Arthur Ndambi. Please welcome.
Ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Iran, Dr. Bamaki, my friend, the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps, all ambassadors and high commissioners who are converged here today for this occasion, good morning. I would like to bring greetings from the government of Kenya and to indicate that we are very grateful to the Islamic Republic of Iran for engaging in this very noble cause of silencing the guns. This is a cause that every modern society would support, knowing full well the kind of harm that guns in the wrong hands have done to innocent individuals. So standing here as the director of Middle East, where the Islamic Republic of Iran as a country falls, I'd like to thank you so much, Mr. Ambassador, and your government for this specific venture and event that you have organized, which I am sure is very, very, very useful and very important and appreciated by the number of people you have seen attending it today. So mine is just to say thank you and to encourage all peace-loving people to embrace an event like this and a cause like this that is crucial and that has got potential to silence guns and to silence every other weapon that is used in the wrong way to harm mankind. Thank you very much and have a lovely day.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Arthur Andambi from the Middle East Directorate in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind all of you that today corresponds with the International Day of Peace and Dialogue among Civilization. It's a very important day to all of us. And I can see all of you are on masks, yeah? We have some snacks on the table. You can drop your mask for some seconds and try and grab something. To remember this day as International Day of Peace and Dialogue among Civilization, I want us to join hands together right now and we say Viva to International Day of Peace. So when I say Viva International Day of Peace, you all say Viva to International Day of Peace. Are we together? Shall we? Viva to International Day of Peace. That was not good. Viva to International Day of Peace. Thank you very much for that. Now we'll go on with our event. And the next program is that I would like to introduce Mr. Paul Kelemba, who's the jury. He is the man behind choosing which was good among the best or best among the good. He's a cartoonist, one of the best minds that we have in the country. Mr. Paul Kelemba has the hardest job to do in this cartoon festival, together with other international jurists who, unfortunately, because of one or any other reason, they couldn't be with here today. So he's going to represent the table of the jurists. Please give him a round of applause as he comes on stage.
Excellency ambassadors, invited guests, and my fellow artists. As you've been told, I'm representing 5 other jurors who could not make it today, but we are all in agreement about what is in our statement over here. As you've been told, this was a tough job to do. We congregated about 2 months ago at various points around the globe, since the others are from different points of the world. And we spent quite a number of hours going through what we had received. The festival received some 687 entries. That's quite an awesome number. This is an awesome number for the jurors to go through. A great number were exciting depictions, and as usual, it was tough narrowing down the artwork to only a few. It took several intense hours to categorize the artwork, to select them into the Kenyan category and the international category. However, for us professionals, it was a grand experience, and we viewed absolutely interesting images and concepts. I particularly cherished the moments we were locked in arguments and justifications. My fellow jurors are from diverse cultural backgrounds around the globe, and we also were conferring in different languages. But at the close of the judging, our minds had come together, and we are now of the firm view that the selections are the best we could pick in all fairness and consideration. It is exhilarating that the hundreds of entries that did not make it to the top shall find a vast audience through the public showcasing in an exhibition which shall be held immediately after this award ceremony. Now, people are always interested in when we sat down, what are we looking at? And we had a criteria. Let me assure you that we were guided by experience and professionalism. We examined the following points to carefully pick up the winning artwork. Number one, there was adherence to the festival theme and its graphic depiction, as you shall see in the artwork. Number two, we were looking at originality, portrayal, and representation of that theme. Number three, we had to be highly vigilant. We expressed high vigilance on our part in case of duplication and inspirations from the same source. And we actually indeed got lots of artwork that we could tell the artists were inspired by the same source somewhere. And this is necessary because, rather it becomes possible because it's all against the backdrop of the current world events. We also had to look at plagiarized content. One or two or three artists, probably they are fledgling artists, they are new on the block, could not come up with an idea and looked elsewhere, borrowed an idea, but we were quick to spot that and cast that artwork aside. It's normally very difficult because one or two of them can actually escape that kind of vigilance and get through. Finally, number five, we were looking at the artistic effort portrayed in the images. So that means that of the 687, if we chucked out 3 for plagiarism, 684 are cartoons that we all consider having won. But since we cannot pick them all, we've gone for only a couple that we shall be read to you. Finally, this festival and its contents shall certainly contribute immensely to awareness and action towards reducing the rampant incident of illegal firearms on the continent of Africa. And I think you've been told that in detail. This is on behalf of the following artists: Marilena Nardi of Italy, Angel Boligan of Portugal, Vasco Gagalo. Gagalo sounds like our name here. We have a community that has got this kind of name, and everybody will remember Vasco da Gama. He's from Portugal. And Masoud Ziae, who is from Iran. All these congregated along with us, along with myself, and the secretary to the competition and exhibition, Mr. Ali Asidi of the embassy. May I just briefly express my thanks to the embassy of the Islamic Republic of Iran through Ambassador Dr. Jafar Barmaki, and my fellow cartoonists, and all of you for congregating here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Brother Paul Kelemba, for those useful sentiments. Now, for followers who are following us online, we've reached to that stage now where all participants are having some stomach aches. Am I going to be the winner? Am I going to be the loser? But for a fact, I want to put it very clear that all of you are winners today, because the job that you did was excellent, and my brother Paul here can abet to that. So you're all winners in front of us. However, we have to appreciate those who went an extra mile in putting the theme or subject of our competition into paper. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to focus on the TV right here. For those who are very far, you can come closer, because we are going to exhibit the artworks that were done, as well as announcing the winners for today's event. So those who are very far, if you're not able to view the TV, come closer to the TV. And as you've been told, we had more than 1,000 participants for this festival. However, we could only accept 600 participants. And from the 600s, we had to choose a list of 6 and another 6 selected by the jurist. 4, who were selected by the jurist. 5 who were selected by the jurist. So, without taking much of your time, I'm going to start with the regional winner, that is Kenyan winner, position number 3, which was attained by Mr. You're here. Mr. Andala Boniface Okumu. Give him a round of applause, please. I'm going to request Ambassador Arthur Andambi to come forward, because we have award giving so that he can present these awards to the winners. Maybe you can use my right-hand side. Mr. Boniface, if you can hear me, please come forward. Mr. Boniface? Mr. Boniface is not around. In that case, I will request His Excellency Ambassador Jafar Barmaki to come forward and hand over the voucher to Ambassador Andambi. He's not around. Please, for purposes of taking a photo. So as you can see, we are given a voucher together with a certificate. Then the blue is the certificate. Thank you very much. Second in position regionally, that I mean in Kenya, was attained by one Mr. Edwin Eric Njue. Edwin Eric Njue, if you're here with us, please come forward. Ambassador Ndambi, if you could step the other side, yes. That is the second position, Edwin Eric Njue from Kenya. And as you can see on the screen, that is the piece of artwork that he drew. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Mr. Edwin. Our top prize regionally, that is in Kenya, first position was attained by none other but Mr. Samuel Muigai. Mr. Samuel Muigai. Congratulations are in order, Mr. Samuel. That is our top winner in Kenya, Samuel Muigai. His piece of artwork is exhibited on the TV. A round of applause, please. Thank you very much, Ambassador Dr. Jafar Barmaki, as well as Ambassador Arthur Andambi. Next, we're going to the list of the jury select. It's a team comprised of 5 participants. So I'm going to start with Mr. Brady Rodriguez from Cuba. He had a very nice piece of art. And as you can see on the TV, he was selected by the juries, the panel of juries. Yeah, that was it. Then followed by Mr. Mohammed Hossein Akbari from the Islamic Republic of Iran. Mr. Mohammed Hossein Akbari was also selected by the juries. Followed by Mr. Carlos David Fuentes Hierezuelo from Cuba. That is the piece of art that he sent, and he was selected by the juries. Next selected participant was from Turkey. His name is Shenk Alparslan. Shenk Alparslan from Turkey. The one wrapping the list for selected by the jurist is none other but Mr. Nahid Zamani, who is from the Islamic Republic of Iran. Miss Nahid Zamani, I beg your pardon. It's a she. Miss Nahid Zamani is from the Islamic Republic of Iran. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to introduce to you the main winners for the event globally. As I've been advised that the participants were totaling to 1,000 artworks, and we could only select 600 out of the 1,000. And from the 600, we were supposed to select only 3 as international winners. And I'm going to request His Excellency, the Dean of Ambassadors, to come forward on behalf of the other mission to present the award. And since we have no representative from Cuba as our 3rd position winner, his name is Michael Moro Gomez. I'm going to request Ambassador Jafar Barmaki to present the award to the Dean of Ambassadors here on behalf of the mission. Sorry.
Otherwise, I will take the money.
I'm told it has to be the other way around. The Dean has to present the certificate together with the award to Ambassador Jafar Barmaki. On the screen now, what is running is a 3rd position contender. His name is Michael Moro Gomez from Cuba. We had communicated to the Embassy of Cuba to send a representative to come and collect the award. Unfortunately, because of other commitments and engagements, they couldn't make it to be here with us. In that case, we're going to request Ambassador Jafar Barmaki to receive on their behalf. So that is the voucher for the 3rd global winner. He's none other but Michael Moro Gomez. His piece of artwork is running on the TV. Yeah, after the event, we have exhibited all the artworks. Okay, actually not all the artworks, but few that we could select inside the hall. So you'll be given the opportunity to go and view all of them physically. 2nd position was attained by Ares, who's also from Cuba. So I'm going to request Ambassador Jaffa Barmaki to receive on their behalf as well. Ares was the second in position, and that is the voucher. Please give him a round of applause. His artwork is running on the screen, but once we go inside the hall, you'll be able to see the artworks physically. Sorry, I'm being reminded that because they could not be here with us today, the participants from Cuba, and they are winners. So we have a clip from them. Maybe we can give it a listen.
Hi. First, I want to express my gratitude to the organizers of this event, the Embassy of the Islamic Republic of Iran in Nairobi, Kenya. This World Cartoon Festival, Silencing the Guns in Africa, is a very important issue because we are talking about peace. I'm so happy to know that I am one of the cartoonists who won an award in this festival, and I have African blood in my veins, and it made me feel even happier. Congratulations to the winners and to the organizers. Bye.
Third winner, who is Michael Moro Gomez.
Hello, dear friends. My name is Michel Moro Gomez from Cuba. It is my pleasure this invitation to share a few. Hello, dear friends. My name is Michel Moro Gomez from Cuba. It is my pleasure this invitation to share a few words with you. I believe that is a great idea to celebrate a festival with the topic Silence the Guns in Africa, because it is a way to show one of the biggest issues that lash this continent. It was a motivation to me to draw about this topic, to fight by the peace through a creative form and from the art. Thank you very much, and greetings to everybody.
Festival. And we had also reached out to the Embassy of Brazil to come and collect the award on behalf of their citizen. But unfortunately, because of other prior engagements that they had, they couldn't make it to be here with us. In that case, I'm going to request Ambassador Jaffa Barmaki to receive on their behalf. So the first winner of our event, or our competition rather, is none other but Mr. Cao Gomez from Brazil. Please give him a round of applause. We have a short clip from Cao Gomez, which we're going to run after the exhibiting the artwork.
Hello everyone. It's a great honor for me to receive this award at this festival. It's a very important and special moment that values my ideas and draws. The choosing the choosing theme is very urgent and call uh, for a lot of reflection and political action. I believe in the power of my cartoons, and I know they can help start to change the dire situation of children in Africa, the Middle East, South America, and other parts of the world. In Brazil, we have the same emergency situation. Children urgently need peace, love, health, food, and quality education. Please stop gun sales. Stop violence against the children now. I ask for Brazilian and world cartoonists who believe in a world without cruelty to the innocent. Many thanks to our jury and the organizers of Silence the Guns. A big hug and good health for everyone. Thanks a lot again.
A very comprehensive task for the jurist to come up with a winner or winners in that sense. The Embassy of the Islamic Republic of Iran has arranged for a certificate of appreciation, which is going to be handed over to Mr. Paul Kelemba, who was our local jurist. It's going to be presented to him by none other but Ambassador Arthur Andambi. Ambassador Arthur Andambi, I'm requesting you to come forward. Mr. Paul Kelemba, please step forward. So give Mr. Paul once again a round of applause for the hard work that they've done. That is a certificate of appreciation. Welcome. Thank you very much, Ambassador Arthur Andambi. We've come to the end of awards and prize giving ceremony. So now I'll give you a tip on how we're going to close the event. We have exhibited some artworks inside. And Jaffa Barmaki is going to help us, and as well as the Dean of Diplomatic Corps. We're going to join hands in opening the ribbon so that all of us can participate in doing the artworks inside. However, for those who are following us online, you need an opportunity to come and view the artworks today. We are going to exhibit them.
That side, Mr. Andabi in the middle, Mr. here. Yeah. Ready? Are you ready? Not yet. Slide is. Is that ready? Yes, online. Sorry. Is he ready?
You ready? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. for the 11, which was the first prize to third and selected, and the Kenyan one. This is the first prize, second prize, third prize. The selected and the Kenyans are in the. It is written. Please.
Nomor 3 ini.
Yeah, you can change the run to, yeah, it's run. This is because of you and the other four juries. Oh yeah, that's great. That's great. Do you want to stay close to the picture here? First, right?
Money that produces gun. سهرة چون خیلی دوست دارم.
آره دیگه میگم من پیر و خسته و اولد فشنم.
بریم برای عکس یادگاری.
But I got your business card. I'm so sorry. I just went back to my car. I think we have this. We usually receive them from the
I see. Oh, that's okay. If I had your number, that would be
Abdullah? Abdullah?
Unajua tunakuja tunazoea.
But when you have the other person money, so you now have
The one without the mask is unofficial, eh?
One with mask and one without. They can.
The one without mask. Please, let's go down. Masks. Sorry. Certificates? You have to.
The official one with mask. Yes.
Yeah, we're good.
Now, welcome all of you. Thank you. Very nice to see you.
Yes.
Yeah, I was around. I took some week off because I was in Nairobi.
آقای افضلی زحمت نمیشه از من و ایشون و خانم سارا عکس بگیرید خیلی من استادم
Yes, sure. It will be my pleasure. It will be my pleasure.
Thank you.
I will send you my details now. Yeah.
Now, where we can have it? آقا بقیه رو دعوت کن به
برای رسانه های نصفش رو بدم بگم.
آره مشکل بگو رسید بگیره به من بده
خمیس You go to Mr. Hoshiyar, yes, and give them this support together money, with the which one by one the newspaper. آقای هوشیار رسانه
نه من پیشم ندارم بهش بده بعد بهت میدم آره بهت میدم ولی خب بعد خودت باید بدی آخرش ولی حالا بهش میدم
Oh, yeah. Okay, what is the questions?
You know, when this exhibition happens, I've seen even on social media people asking how come Iran is the one that is supporting this kind of initiative when people all over the world know that Iran is supports also the other side.
No, we don't support other side.
Yes.
We don't.
So yeah, now practically, let them be ready, but practically what we wanted to know, for example, in Kenya, like today we also commemorating the Westgate attack that happened in September 2013 on 21st September 2013.
Yeah, International Peace Day.
Yes, International Peace Day. So how this kind of event
the guns in Africa. As you are well aware, it is a project for African Union from some years ago, and this is a long process to see African continent more peaceful. Therefore, Iran, as like always in the past, stand with African countries to help. We try to use different kind of messages from around the world on how we can work on silencing the guns in Africa. This is an innovative way of having the message of the other countries, artists, how they can help in a funny way, which are cartoons. Now, as you have seen the artworks in the exhibitions, we received very nice ones. Each one has its own message. Therefore, Iran or Iranian embassy in Kenya tried to send this message all over the continent. For your information, this exhibition is going to travel to different capitals of Africa to be showcased, to tell the people of Africa how the other people think about silencing the guns in Africa. It is very important. As you know very well, Iran has a very good experience in the region in combating and fighting terrorism, extremism. And the best case is helping Syria and Iraq to get rid of those terrorist groups with the help of some other countries. Therefore, Iran is ready to offer her experience to the African country how to come up with this issue. But as I told you, we need to use different messages. It's not only by enacting law we can do that. We also need artists to help us in sending out the message. And that will be very important because each people has its own language. Therefore, somebody by an artwork like cartoons can get the message, some by law, some by policies. Therefore, we have to help each other in that way. And we are here as an embassy to help not only the Kenyan, but also the other African countries to offer the experience how to come up with these issues, which is very important to have a peaceful continent and developed one in future according to the policies we have across the continent put in place by African Union and individual countries.
What's your message? Today, Kenya is commemorating Westgate attack on September 21st, 2013, and we're also commemorating the International Day of Peace. What's your message to Kenyans?
The message to Kenyans is to forget violence, to put aside any kind of guns, any kind, and to use dialogue. Since today is not only International Day of Peace, but also it is the day of dialogue among civilizations. Let's go lower in civilization, dialogue among groups, among tribes, clans. Therefore, we have to use these kind of messages around the world that we need to sit and have dialogue with each other. Otherwise, we cannot succeed. This is the only way we can solve our problems at international level, at regional level, or at the country level. This is what is helpful, because pointing guns at each other will not solve any issue. None of the wars or conflicts around the world is helping to solve the problem. None of them. Thank you. Thank you.